Well, hey everybody, it's Christy Clemens with E320 Treasures. Got an audience over here. Go do what I ask you to do. Kids, man, they just follow me everywhere. Okay, move on. Goodness gracious, I always say, I'm going live, and they're always like, okay. And then they come and stand here and stare at me like this, because that's not awkward. Okay. Moving on, tonight I have two pieces that I will be working on. This one over here has been painted in the navy. We're going to be working with some chalk paint and some vinegar and also some of the new silkscreen stencils that have come out. I can already tell this sweatshirt is not going to stay on because it's hot in here. The sweatshirt's got to go. Oh, Susan, every time I see you, girl, you make me want to eat some candy. That Hershey, man, I've been craving stuff. I wanted a fried pie today. I was craving Whataburger yesterday. I got Whataburger yesterday. It was really good. And eating Skittles. Oh, girl. Dude, I just want some sugar so bad. With both of these, we're going to be doing silkscreen stencils. One before we use the vinegar water mix and one after, because I've never done it. I've never done the water vinegar mix over a stencil. Y'all pardon me. Whew. So I kind of wanted to do that, and you know, whether it could be a train wreck or it could be awesome, I'm not sure. Hey, guess what I got into again? Poison ivy. Yeah, I went out to clean out the flower beds, and I was on the phone with my friend, and she was even like, don't get in the poison ivy. And I didn't that I know of, but next thing you know. This has been painted in Tidepool. Let me show you these new silkscreen stencils. This is the delicate lace. They come with 3 sheets each. This is what I'm gonna use on these drawer fronts, I'm pretty sure. I love that pattern. It's very pretty. And then we have this one. You've got a little piece of trim here, and then we've got a bigger piece of trim here, which I also could use that in the middle of the drawers. That's about the perfect size. And then it also has all these beautiful things of trim. Thank you, girl, I appreciate it. Look at all those. You can just use them one right after the other, or just one to embellish. See the screen? There's a screen where that clear part is there, and you have to mush the paint through there. It's a silk screen. So it'd be like trying to paint straight on a dresser or putting your window screen on top of it and trying to paint through that. You have to be a little bit more patient, and I like to peel it up very slow, because if I mess up and I see that I haven't gotten all the paint through the silk screen, I can immediately put it back down and go exactly where I want it to be. So I'm going with Silver Bullet on this one. It's a really nice silver metallic, really pretty. I like to brush mine on in a circular pattern, but I'm pushing it in that silk screen. And then once I have it all on, if I find that I'm having trouble getting it to go through that stencil, I'll come back with the white plastic, what do you call that thing? I'm sure there's a technical term for it. Ooh, can y'all see? Looks pretty good to me. I'm peeling it away very slowly, because if I see that I've missed an area, I can go in and put the stencil right back. Whereas if I rip it up, I'll have to wait till it completely dries before I can come back in to fix anything. That metallic Moonshine metallic went through there really easy. It's thinner than the chalk paint. That looks pretty good. I will say, I'm gonna leave this alone for just a second. I've got my heat gun I may spritz it with here in a sec, because if I try to go over and match this exactly, I'm gonna smudge this. That's gonna need to dry. So we'll come down, and I'm gonna give a little baby wipe over this stencil. It's a little bit of a cleaning. I've got a baby wipe right here for just that purpose. You wanna clean the silkscreen stencils pretty quickly, because if that paint or whatever product you're using in the screen dries in the screen, it's no bueno. Baby wipe also helps to maintain the sticky on the back of it. So you might have just inspired me on the piece I'm working on. Yes! Sunny Florida. Paula, I am envious of you. It has been raining here for about a week, and my road keeps flooding. And it's always that moment of, do I go through it? Do I become that person? Or do I go the 45 minutes around it? So, you know, differs day to day on what I had for breakfast. Be that person. Girl, it'll make things pucker. I've been through the higher water and been like, no, I shouldn't have done it. There's a gnat and I really want to clap it. Is that going to bother y'all? My sister would be freaking out right now. Okay, here we go. We're gonna peel it off slowly to see if we've got everything. It looks like everything looks good. Whoop. As soon as I said that, there's just a little tiny bit right there. Yep, we got it. Peeling it back slow, just in case. Let's see, there's a tiny little bit there. I'm just pushing it through that silk screen. I'm laying it sticky side up because I want it to dry. You can also put these on your window. Like I could go over there and slap it up against the window and it'll dry up there, maintain the sticky and everything. If you notice, you know, after you've washed it, that it's not as sticky as you would like, come back with a baby wipe and that will bring it right back. I'm gonna start out with soft pink. I'm not wearing my paint clothes because I came straight from my daughter's volleyball game. So we're gonna be really, really careful, okay? I'm not nervous. A little bit of paint. And she goes down. I didn't have this much paint on it. I was just kind of like, I was going across like this, and that's not enough. You need it to be a little bit thicker up here, and we'll go through why here in a second. All right, and then I'm going to come back with Apricot. I'm going to do the same thing, just kind of over it like that. So it's just one color right over the other. I'm just kind of mixing them in. You can put them on a paper plate and put them on together. But I don't know, to me that messes up a paper plate, and I'm just... All right, so I've got the paint on. That's Apricot and soft pink together. And I'm gonna come up from the base with some Farmhouse Green. Just kind of one into the other. Like I said, a little bit more paint. And I'm gonna let that set up for just a bit. And I'm gonna come and do this side, because you want it to be on there for a little bit, like it needs to be just a tiny bit tacky. So soft pink was actually in the navy was my base. And I just put soft pink and apricot on it together on the top. And now I'm coming up from the bottom with Farmhouse Green. Let's get back over here. This is 50-50 water and white vinegar. I've heard you can use apple cider, but it smells even worse to me than white vinegar. So anyway, we're just gonna give it a good douse of spray here. It's gonna drip on my floor, but you know, obviously that doesn't bother me. So while that is running, it's gonna take this a second to start reacting. So we have to wait on that. But because I didn't want y'all to have to wait, I went ahead and did these two sides here. This was where I was still a little shy. See where this is separating? This is where I got braver. This is where you can see I was very thin. And then over here, a little bit thicker here. How much vinegar to water? It's 50-50, Deborah. And then I came up here with the green. You can just see this was just not... I will probably do this again. Okay, this is where I got a little bit braver. It was on this side that I was like, oh, I should have been thicker with my paint. No Whataburger, oh girl, I have to have Whataburger. I would rather run like 5 straight miles and eat a number 4 with grilled jalapenos and onions. But do you see where this is separating here? That's where the paint is thicker. That's that vinegar. Isn't it great? I'm coming back thicker. Oh, you have to try it. It's the best. It's the best. Like I should work for them because I'm always pumping Whataburger. Like I'm leaving the state of Texas this weekend, and I'm pretty sure that we're gonna. I mean, I know it's in other states now because we sold out. I'm really thinking I might have to hit up the last Whataburger. Never had Whataburger. That's a travesty. Where are you? I'll mail you some. All right. See how this is much thicker? We got off on a food topic. Come on back now. This is a lot thicker here. So that when this starts to crack, it's going to be just this huge, big crack. You'll be able to see the blue underneath where the green is over it'll separate, and you'll be able to see the pink underneath right along in here. Oops. Well, darn tootin', I just got that, didn't I? Let's just fix that up right there. So here's the one. It's starting to come up in here. You see it starting to? Look right here. It's kind of like when you're messing with patina, you kind of have to sit back and let it work, let it do its thing. You can accelerate the process with a heat gun, but I don't know. I like to do things naturally. I really want to see what this stencil looks like. I'm gonna start in the middle. I'm gonna go ahead and dip in conch. So then I'm gonna come down here and like right here. Let's peel this off. I'm coming away slowly because I want to make sure I got everything. And keep in mind, I'm going to go on both sides of this too, all the way around. Alrighty. So peace out, guys. Y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.